Welcome into another video. I know I'm a day late, but I was out of town yesterday. The Pittsburgh Steelers have officially signed Mike McCarthy, verbally agreed with Mike McCarthy to be their next head coach. And I just got to say, initial reactions a day later, processing it all, I really don't know what the hell the Steelers are doing. I feel like, and it's funny because as a Bears fan who just kind of went through a coaching cycle a little over a year ago now, we were talking about Mike McCarthy as a potential option. And everybody talked about how Mike Tomlin was so great. And I was like, really, what is the difference between Mike Tomlin and Mike McCarthy? Offensive and defensive minds, obviously, two major differences, but maybe a little bit of age in there as well. But Mike McCarthy hasn't had significant postseason success in about 10 years now. Never won a playoff game in Dallas, despite phenomenal regular season success in Dallas, offensive success in Dallas. Never won a postseason game. Does that remind anybody of anyone else? Mike Tomlin? When was the last time he had significant postseason success? About 10 years ago now? This is like everything against the grain of what the Pittsburgh Steelers do. Everything against the grain of what they do. They have a history. I mean, obviously only 3 head coaches in their, Super Bowl era history with Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, and Mike Tomlin, and you go out there and you hire 60-plus-year-old Mike McCarthy, he's not going to be around long. So is that kind of the mindset that the Pittsburgh Steelers are rolling with here? Are they doing like a one-off thing here? Maybe they're just going with a year of Mike McCarthy to try and bring back Aaron Rodgers, see if he can get the best out of the offense and go all in. I was so excited for the Steelers franchise because it felt like they were finally going to find themselves outside of football hell, lose some games, tear down the roster, get some high draft picks over the next 2 seasons, and then go from there, which is exactly what they should have done, especially with how massive this 2027 draft is looking out. I mean, if you're looking for a year to drop the stock and go get yourself a top 10 quarterback next year, this is the year to do it. Mike McCarthy is not the guy to get you there. I really wanted them to see them go with a young mind, a young guy, somebody who can be around for the next 20 years, build off of that Pittsburgh Steelers way, and then tear down the roster, get some valuable capital for 2027 draft, and find yourself a franchise quarterback, somebody you can see them working together for the next 15 years, the head coach and the quarterback. Instead, I feel like this leads to a probable Aaron Rodgers return. Maybe. I mean, I don't think it's really that big of a deal. Obviously, McCarthy was gone, but he enjoyed his time with McCarthy. I could definitely see Aaron wanting to come back and run it one more time with Mike here. Instead of tearing it down, I don't think you're going to find yourself in a position again. You'll probably find yourself right on the outside of the wild card spot or in the first round, and more than likely run into a better opponent and lose in the first round, which is what has happened year after year after year with the Steelers. I really love the Steelers organization. I do. All class. I have so much respect for their franchise. It's one of my favorite franchises in the NFL outside of my Chicago Bears. It really is. I love the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think they're amazing. When they're good, it's good for the NFL. When all these classic teams are good, it's good for the NFL. I just don't enjoy this hire at all. It's maybe my least favorite hire of the cycle. It's going to get their offense is going to be moving the ball. McCarthy is known for that. He has no problem in any way, shape, or form turning around an offense and making that offense good. The offense is going to be good, and you have the most expensive defense in the NFL. So that will probably maybe raise the bar a little bit. But I just still don't see this as a move that gets you over the hump this year. And if you're not getting over the hump this year, who's going to be your quarterback? Because then you have to invest heavy draft capital into moving up to go get a quarterback, into trading for another quarterback across the NFL. I just don't see it. And how many good years does Mike McCarthy have left? Truly. He's 63, 64? That's what I'm saying. It just isn't anything like the Pittsburgh Steelers ever do. I find this one to be mind-boggling. Obviously, it's intriguing to see who he brings along with him there. I mean, Arthur Smith, we know, is now on his way to Ohio State to be their offensive coordinator? Do they maybe keep the defensive minds in place there? Some of Tomlin's assistants? Probably not. But I really just don't get this move. I think Pittsburgh Steelers fans deserve so much better than this hire. I can't. I'm sure that there's some Steelers fans who are maybe happy about it even. I'm not happy about this. I think it's a C+ hire. I think that if anything, it's just gonna set this deadline back even further for them tearing it up. That's how I view this. I don't see them competing seriously for a Super Bowl with Mike McCarthy, and we've spent the last 10 years in Pittsburgh not competing seriously under Tomlin. We finally move on, tear it down, start fresh, look to the future, and you hire Mike McCarthy, who hasn't had any significant postseason success in 10 years. I really don't understand the hire any way, shape, or form. But enjoy the championship games today. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Super Bowl. Only 3 games left in the NFL season. It's sad. It's going to be here before you know it. Tonight, we know who faces off in the Super Bowl, and my Bears aren't in it, and I'm sad. Thank you guys so much for tuning into another video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.